Dear sports, I didn't need this pause to make me appreciate you, but wow, how it's made me miss you. The chronicling of greatness, that has more and more become the precinct of sport. And it's inspiring when we see it. Sports still has that power and promise to unify us. It's ironic, isn't it, that the thing that's supposed to divide us between winner and loser, victorious and defeated, still has that magical power to bring us together. I miss the people, the wonderful athletes and coaches, famous and obscure, who we've had the opportunity to meet. Sports, yeah, I miss you. But believe me, I've always appreciated you. Best, Tom Rinaldi.
Dear sports, for all of my life, you've been the thing that has given structure to my existence, really. You've been the mile markers, the things I've looked forward to. The thing that has been the love of my life, besides my family, is sports. And without you, it is a bit empty, and we miss you. I don't think we ever took you for granted, but I think we know now more than ever just how much you mean to all of us. We look forward to seeing you soon. Love, me.
Dear sports, thank you for giving me purpose to my very existence. Thank you for teaching me what life is all about. I miss watching people achieving greatness and being inspired by them no matter what the sport is. I look forward to being able to watch sports again and be part of it and be pushing myself to trying to have purpose in my day. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to live the life of a dream and to chase my dreams. And thank you for giving me opportunities to inspire others by what I do. Thank you for constantly keeping me motivated, always want to be better, having that sense of pride and that sense of success. You know, getting your hand raised is just, it's the best feeling in the world. It makes all the hard work worth it.
Dear sports, I am so grateful for your example. You helped make me, and then you helped save me. You made me believe. Believe in a greater purpose. Believe in myself. You took me in as a kid and helped show me what it is to be a man and hone those attributes so that I could become a man. And as a man, you allow me to act like a kid. And you introduce me to amazing individuals who inspire and demand that I search for a greater me. I can't wait to see you rise back to the top, because you will. You always do. Thank you.
Dear sport, I loved you since I was 12 years old and picked up a basketball. We played together in the streets of Compton and Inglewood. I can remember us dribbling around and just walking and just always together. Our love of playing for great coaches, our love for playing with great teammates, our amazing fans. I mean, that's really what made it all worth it. Thank you for all the championships. Thank you for all the MVPs. Thank you for all the gold medals. So I just want to tell you, I miss you, how much I love you. Love, your best friend, Lisa Leslie.
Dear sports, I want to let you know how much you've been missed. I want to let you know I can't wait to get back out on the field to compete at a high level with my brothers and my teammates, to go to battle, to go to war. We've been all playing this game since a little kid, from Pop Warner to high school to college to the NFL, and taking a punt return back with 13 seconds left, scoring a touchdown with 0 time left on the clock. We all know what we go through. We all know where it's at right now in this crucial time in the world. Let's stay home, let's stay safe, let's pray for one another, and just let you know how much I can't wait to get back out on the field. I love you, sincerely. This is your boy, the one and only DeSean Jackson.
Dear sports, I think about you a lot. I mean, I always did, but it's true what they say. You don't really know what you have till it's gone. I love rooting for your underdogs, being enthralled by your stories, and making memes of your moments. I miss the escape you give me as a fan, watching the drama unfold on my couch, and how present I need to be as I run onto the court to conduct my post-game interviews. You embody so much of the human spirit, and that is why you are so incredibly missed. I can't wait to see you again, so I can cheer, cry, report, and experience you with a newfound appreciation for everything you mean to me. With love, Cassidy.
Dear sports, want to say thank you for everything you've taught me throughout my life. Sports is a great, foundation for life in what it teaches you. It teaches you teamwork, hard work. It teaches you how to fail. It teaches you how to succeed. It teaches how you use your failures to gain success. And like life, sports is all about what you put into it. I miss watching professionals perform at the highest level. I miss watching college and amateur players, strive to get greatness and to get to that next level. So, as we come out of this, and I know eventually we will, I hope sports is a better place. I hope it breeds more success, and that people realize, when something's taken away, you realize how much you love it. So I hope the fans cheer harder, and I hope the players all play harder. With that said, thank you, sports. Sincerely, Jared Allen.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say that I don't miss sports at all. Not in the slightest. It's a pretty crazy time, but I'm just distracted, so I don't really care about sports and about what's happening with sports right now. I don't care about football or baseball, basketball, soccer, hockey, anything like that. I don't care about what's going on with the Mariners. Well, who's the Seahawks going to get in the draft? I don't even think about that stuff. The Sounders going to repeat their championship? I don't know. It's just that, it's a very distracting time. And so I feel like we have to focus on, just the basic stuff. And so I'm just about to go to the grocery store. And, but yeah, just don't care about sports right now. Not much at all. I don't miss them. All right, well, that's it. I'm gonna go get my hat, my gloves. All right, see you at the grocery store.
Dear sports, I miss you. I miss you terribly. I miss the feeling that I get watching. I miss the feeling that I get competing. I know these are tough times for all of us, and hopefully we're not far away from some level of sport taking place again, so that we can have our hearts full of what competition brings, what our favorite team brings, what our favorite sport brings. But it's been an interesting time for me to reflect and to really understand how much I love competition, not only as a participant, but certainly as a spectator and rooting on my team and my players, my drivers, my riders, whatever it might be, whatever sport you might be into. I just miss you. I miss you terribly. Can't wait to have you back. I can't wait to do my part and provide entertainment for our fans. Sincerely, Jimmie Johnson.
What can I say about you, sports? Other than I love you. I love every bit about you. Every single thing you give us, I love you. But where have you been? Let's go. We are ready. I know you're ready. So please, dear sports, please come back soon. Otherwise, I'm gonna be dressed like this with no pants on for how much longer? We need you, sports. We need you. Let's go.
Dear sports, well, I certainly missed you, but I know I'll see you again, and what you've meant to me my entire life, from being a kid to having brothers who were involved in sports with me, to having parents who taught me about sports, but not just about sports, but the value of what sports can bring. The sacrifices I learned at a young age, the hard work, and probably the best thing, sports, that you gave me was the ability to watch my kids grow the same way I did. I know we'll see you soon, and until we meet again, sincerely, Mike Golic.
Dear Sports, thank you for quite literally giving me my family. And sports also has this funny habit of turning what could just be friends or teammates into the family that you get to choose. You spend more time around your teammates than anyone during that 4 or 5 year stretch in college. You go through so many highs and lows together during that time period that in a lot of senses you can't help but come out on the other side as something that's more like family than anything else. And it's the family you get to choose. And because of that, I now also have a bunch of little kids that I get to call nieces and nephews that I get to go visit. And I get the joy now of watching those same friends that became family become parents for the kids that they now have. It is the greatest joy of my life. It is the coolest thing I could possibly imagine happening. And I owe all of that to sports. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, sports. We miss you. Can't wait to have you back. Love, Mike Golic Jr.
Dear Sports, you left us so quickly, you didn't give us time to say goodbye. I mean, I know why you did, but it's the abruptness of it that is hard to deal with. And it's made me realize, I think, why I'm in a funk. I'm missing the thing that has been really the longest relationship of my entire life. I miss the camaraderie, I miss the competition, I miss the characters. Do what you gotta do. Get yourself safe, get yourself ready and rested, because when you come back, we are gonna have one amazing party.
Dear Sports, I have a weird relationship with you at times, because sometimes, frankly, it gets overwhelming. The ins and outs, the news and updates, it feels like a constant stream that leads to nowhere. But when you left, there was a void, one that left me terrified, one that left me aimless, one that I feel each and every day. And it's the weird things that I feel. I miss the abject and inevitable disappointment that the Atlanta Falcons provide to me on a weekly basis in the fall. I miss being able to roast my very own team and defending them like no other should one of my friends try to do the same. There are so many things that I miss about sports, and I hope that you come back sooner than later, but just not too soon, because I want to be able to fully enjoy you, sports. I don't want this to be an operation that I don't get to put the same into you that I did before. So come back when you can.
Dear Sports, look, I am not going to get emotional about how much I miss you. No. What I miss the most is the salt of it. My teammates. So please, come back, please. I need to sweat with friends. I need to watch sports with friends. I need to talk about sports with friends. I need my tribe back, okay? I promise to never take it for granted again. I swear by the stench of my shin guards that I promise that. In the meantime, I'll just find peace in the smells of freshly cut grass. With love and gratitude. Julian.
Dear Sports, it's been a minute since I've seen you. And honestly, this might be the longest that I've gone without you. And man, you are missed. I miss you because that's where I relate the most. I understand that grind, the passion that goes into being on that stage. And I love the competition. Most importantly, you taught me how to be selfless, how to play for more than just me. Understanding that how I perform doesn't just affect me, but everybody around me. And those guys need me just as much. And that always would bring the best out of me. Because of you, I got to meet people that I would have never known And now, I consider them people family. Thank you for everything you've done, and hope to see you soon. Sincerely, Cliff Avril.
Dear sports, man, we miss you. You've been there from the start for me as a little kid growing up and watching superstars on the big screen, going to the stadiums and the arenas and hearing the crowd. I miss that feeling. I miss that vibe. And I think about the greatest moments in my life. They're tied to family and they're tied to sports. Sharing those moments, sharing them with friends, and understanding what it's like to be disappointed, but also what it's like to feel alive. Did you see that highlight? Or I can't wait to talk about this on SportsCenter. Until then, we love you and thank you.
Dear sports, please come back. I can't say anything that hasn't already been said, but I can speak personally. I will never ever complain about extra innings again. Unless it goes past like 15 innings, that's a little extreme. I will never ever, being on the East Coast, complain about a West Coast start time, tip-off, or kickoff ever again. We need you back in the worst way. We have nothing to do. I'm pacing around my house, and I even hate admitting this, but my dog is sick of me being around all the time. She just hides. She just hides. She doesn't want to go on another walk. She's tired of walking. She's already walked 16 miles. It's barely the afternoon. Sports, can you please come back?
Dear sports, thank you for bringing my family together. Thank you for bringing me my soulmate. Thank you for the opportunity to help others. And thank you for the memories. I remember when I was a kid, sports seemed like the way of life. Parents, uncles, cousins, brothers, all came together to support each other at sporting events. A chemistry built by the way of sports. Flash forward 2 decades after I touched my first ball to me putting up the WNBA championship. I became an all-star and my family was right there along the way. Sports teaches you teamwork, leadership, dedication. Teamwork shows up for me when I play basketball and I keep my team together. Same way, my family shows support and teamwork by showing up to all important events throughout each other's lives.
Dear sports, you know how they say you never know how good you had it until it's gone? Well, I feel like so many of us knew that we had it good, but we never thought that we would ever have to experience a moment in time without you. You bring so many people together. People that are strangers become family. Teammates become family. People come together from all walks of life to celebrate and cheer, cry, and celebrate you. So I miss the community and I miss the people and I miss you. Sincerely, Christine.
Dear sports, where do I begin? I recently found a report I did when I was in 6th grade, 12 years old, about how much I love sports, and now all these years later, nothing's changed. It brought me my greatest moments from childhood, watching games with my father. I remember sleeping out on the parade route at the Rose Bowl, and then walking to the game with my dad in Pasadena to watch the game. Sports has gotten me through some of the toughest times of my life. Battling cancer, it was sports that kept me going, getting to the next game, getting to the next story. The athletes and coaches and fans who have supported me undoubtedly. My son's name is McHale Jordan. He's named after Michael Jordan. You have meant everything to me. You've brought me joy. You have brought me work, a livelihood, and I just can never repay you. Thank you, sports. You are truly outside of my son and my family, the love of my life.
Dear basketball, I miss you so much. I really do. And I really wish that we were together right now. You and I. Like nothing really happened. And I miss the feeling that you give me. The butterflies before the games. The happiness, the joy, the strength, and the peace. And I can't wait for us to be back together. I know it will be soon. And I know it will be great. And I am so grateful for everything that you have brought to my life. All the relationships, all the memories, all the love, all the lessons. I am so grateful for you. And I will never take you for granted. I love you and I miss you. Your love, Zahui B.
Hey sports, I miss you so much. Way more than I ever thought possible. Because honestly, who thought this was possible? Living in a world without sports. I mean, what are we doing? How are we filling our days without you? So right now, in some ways, you feel so far away. But I also have to thank you because you're still here. And in a lot of ways, you're helping me and my family stay healthy. And I cannot wait to hear the crack of the bat, and to hear Tigers roar, and to hear the roar of a stadium again. But I'm gonna be patient, and I'm gonna wait until we're all healthy enough to be together again. Because when you do come back, I know that you're gonna take our breath away. So I miss you, and I'll always love you. Love, Nicole.
Dear sports, I love you so much and I miss you so much. You've been part of my life from the time I was a diaper dandy. Yes, I'm not a diaper dandy anymore, but you've been vital to me. Vital to me as a fan, as someone who just loves games, loves whether it's competition in basketball, baseball, football, tennis, hockey. It doesn't matter, soccer. I love sports. I love the competition of what sports brings. To watch the intensity, the passion, the pride, the unbelievable emotion that you get out of a competition. Yes, I miss you so much. You've been vital to my life, both as a fan and certainly with my career. I wish so much that you come back, and I can't wait till you come back. Love, Dickie V.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.